my premiere coming up next, so like I need a new suit. I had to wait a bit because I had to get it custom, like sized and that.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Being an Aboriginal kid with a disability, he's never had one invite to no parties. He doesn't do sleepovers. So to get invited to all of these events now is having these experiences that a lot of people never have. Which one do you like best?
I like the red one.
You like black? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the black because it's just basic and classic, and it just flows with my flavour. I didn't really know what Mad Max was, and then one day I was like, come home, told my brother, I'm in the Mad Max movie, bro, you know what that is? And bro, he was like going off, like, how did you, like, you know what I mean? I was like, I didn't know what it even was.
Walk nicely, like this is the red carpet.
I might wear the Crocs.
No, you are not.
What the hell?
Something in Quaden really resonated. I was struck by his demeanour from the get-go. There's a definite charisma about him.
Oh, that's the way. Go War Pup, let's go War Pup. So proud of you. It's gonna be so good. I can't wait. I know, I've got to be mindful that he's 13 now. And
Baby.
I know, I'm sorry, I just get so excited and I'll try and tone it down.
You would think being a young kid like me, just going through stuff in life, wouldn't really make it. But one day I just had this one thing and my whole life just changed like that. It's just crazy.
Oh, very nice. Oh, shake a leg, yes.
Hi, my name is Quaden Bayles and I want to be TikTok famous. I am 9, almost turning 10. People think I'm 18, but I'm really not. Trust me. I'm really 10. 1 and 0. I'll be turning that soon.
How old are you now?
18? No, joking. I'm 13, not 18.
What do you think 9-year-old Quaden would think of 13-year-old Quaden?
Very, very proud of myself. Very proud.
Quaden's not your average kid. He's definitely matured a lot through the whole experience over the last few years. He's becoming more strong and confident and comfortable within himself, so he's been able to overcome all of that adversity. This is the effect that bullying has.
I'm gonna kill myself.
This is what bullying does.
I'm gonna bang my head into a glass. The video, it's really hard for me to look at it and watch. I don't really like to watch it, but I'm happy that we got it out there. If Mum maybe never posted that video, I probably wouldn't be in the movie things and like Mad Max and that.
This Mad Max world, it's all about conflict and what conflict reveals. It reveals some essence of the human being. And everybody has to endure the darkness in a way for there to be change and light. And I think Quaden's story is a little mini version of that in a way.
Quaden was a healthy 9-pound baby. His father cut the cord. He was so happy. Those first 3 days were just bliss.
Everyone was elated, you know, but I didn't let on, but there was something wrong. And I just quietly said to one of the nurses, "What is this?" And I showed her Quaden's fingers, and she goes, "We call that trident fingers." I went home and I jumped on the internet and I typed in trident fingers, and the very first image that came up was a person with dwarfism.
On day 3, we got the diagnosis, and that's when my world changed. Like, it just felt like everything came crashing down.
Look over here.
I think The fear of the unknown was definitely my biggest issue. No one was allowed to say or repeat his diagnosis. I didn't want anyone asking, so I just shut down. I pretended like everything was fine.
I don't really get to see that much. I just wanted to get on with it, you know what I mean? But there was just this deep, you know, sadness I felt with inside Yarrika. And it affected my relationship with her a great deal, I think, yeah.
And eventually, it was too much pressure on the family. It tore us apart. Our relationship ended when Quaden was around 2.5. I couldn't see what other people saw.
What are you doing?
I saw a perfectly healthy, beautiful, happy, cheeky, smart, intelligent baby boy. Go on then.
This is my foot.
Oh, okay, ring her up then.
Okay.
And then we started, you know, going out more in public and people would make comments or stare. And I was like, okay, people know he's different. People obviously can see. Like, I can't see it.
It's so rude, the way that people will just look at Quaden and as soon as they see him, maybe even bring out their phone and start recording him, start taking photos.
I was taking Quaden for his OT, his physio, his speech pathology, all of these appointments on the one day. And then, for the first time in my life, I saw other families with children with dwarfism.
She started to acknowledge, okay, my son has dwarfism. She started to reach out to get support. She started connecting with other families that had children with dwarfism or they had dwarfism themselves.
It was really good for us to understand what Quaden had and what life would look like in the future for him.
There are amazing people in the dwarfism community around the world that are living their best life, that are excelling. So once I started seeing that, I was like, it was a huge weight lifted off my shoulder. We've been able to get great advice and support from people with dwarfism all around the world. It was almost like I found my tribe. I want to teach my children what my parents taught me. Stand up and speak your mind. Fight for what you believe in. I'm from a very big, diverse background. We were raised in a very strong, politically active, proud Aboriginal family in Sydney in the 80s.
Mandanara, do you want Cocoa Pops or Rice Bubbles or Corn Flakes?
We've been raised by some deadly people. They taught us that as an Aboriginal kid, we're no different to anyone else. Don't let anyone tell you you can't do that. You can achieve whatever.
You want to go and see all the Koori? Yeah. Hey, wait, when you finish your breakfast, you got to finish your breakfast first.
Yarrika's father, Quaden Bayles, was a prominent activist, well known for his work in the community.
The relationship my dad and Quaden had was a bond like no other. And you would think, coming from a big family and lots of grandchildren, that you don't favour any kid and they're all equal.
Pop knows how to do it.
But Quaden was special. It was a beautiful bond. I guess my dad just made him feel like, you know, like Superman, like he was untouchable.
Quaden would always be quite upset about why he looked different, and Pop would always say, you know, you're going to get a little bit taller, but you're not going to get tall like your sisters or like me.
But I keep saying to him, you will grow bigger and you will be able to drive a car, play soccer or football, or ride a motorbike. You will be able to do those things. It's just that you're going to be a little bit shorter in the arms and legs.
He taught me how to hunt, taught me how to swim, and taught me a lot of things.
Quaden was 6 years old when my dad passed away from cancer. I noticed a huge shift. That's when I noticed the suicidal tendencies creeping in. And I think he just thought as soon as he dies, he can go to heaven and be with Pop. And that was really alarming. With the support of psychologists and psychiatrists and counselling, that's the only way that I've been able to support my son through this.
Quaden's been in and out of hospital more than any kid I know. The kind of surgeries and things that he's had to go through in hospital, we would be quite scared. And he's so resilient and so strong for everyone.
Achondroplasia is a form of skeletal dysplasia, and so it's the most common type of dwarfism.
This one goes for 2 minutes, so very still until I talk to you.
It often does come with a set of potential issues that we really need to screen for.
Thank you.
There can be increased fluid in the brain. You can have tightening of the area around the base of the skull.
No, it was really long because they needed to get your whole brain and your whole spine.
So some of the most severe complications can be to that breathing, sleeping, respiration, all those things.
So he goes into respiratory failure every time he falls asleep. He cannot go anywhere without this machine. It looks like a vacuum cleaner, so it's literally life support. It's very confronting. Anytime we go to the hospital, the PTSD, like just having to discuss his diagnosis and all the limitations, all the things that they say he can't do or shouldn't do or won't be able to do. That's the hardest thing, I think, raising a child with a disability.
Alrighty.
My role as a physiotherapist is really about participation. How can we get him to enjoy those things that he wants to do in a way that's safe?
Try this one. Have a go. Oh.
He has the best ball skills of anyone I've ever worked with.
Yes!
He's got great eye-hand coordination.
Oh, so close.
Well, I'm good at AFL, football and basketball. Oh, and what's that thing? That sport?
Baseball.
No.
Cricket, tennis. Oh, volleyball.
Yeah, that one as well. That's what I'm really good at.
I think also your balance and your standing stuff is pretty good. I don't know that you could do any hops for me last time.
If he has a big day one day, he'll have bed rest the next day. Aching a lot more. I think that's probably standard for a lot of people with the dwarfism. I think the early onset arthritis and the very crackly bones. So he's almost like a little old man trapped in a little boy's body. Tired you out, huh? Quaden seemed to breeze through prep and grade 1. And then from grade 2 to where he is now, he wasn't growing at the rate of other children in his class, so he was the odd one out. He would come home and ask me, what does midget mean?
But I don't like the M word and the N word, and like they call me all that other stuff. And like they call me that cute word, and I don't like the word shoot.
You hung up the boots for a while? The first term of grade 4. He'd already been having issues at school, so he wasn't going to school probably for a week at that time. And then that morning I got the phone call from the principal who said the Bullets are going to be at school today, and everyone knows how much Quaden loves sports. Within 5 minutes, he was ready to go.
We drove to pick him up from school and he was in the basketball court. And these girls were in front of him and, you know, they were putting their hand, you know, to their waist, like seeing where he comes up to and just laughing about it.
I saw the pat on the heads and they're all giggling and chuckling. Straight away, my heart broke, man. I was like, not this again. Like, far out, aren't we over this already? I could feel the pain. I could sense it looking at him. I knew that he was going to break down. I knew that he just had enough.
Every single freaking day, something happens. Another episode, another bullying, another taunt, another name calling.
And, you know, when we got in the car, that's when he just broke down and he just started crying and saying all of that stuff.
Bang my head into a glove. I want to someone to kill me.
He hates his condition. He really does. He wants to be like his dad and like us. And he knows deep down he can't. And that's what hurts him so much.
You don't even do anything.
He was hysterical. He wanted something done right there and then, and I didn't know what to do. I said, Quaden, I want everyone to see how this is affecting you. I don't know what to do anymore.
And I want people to know, parents, educators, teachers, this is the effect that bullying has.
I'm gonna kill myself.
This is what bullying does.
I just got on my Facebook Live and recorded it.
And this is the side that I don't choose to share. I choose to keep this private, but we can't do it anymore.
I woke up in the morning, my phone's blowing up, we've got media at our door. I'm like, what is going on? I've got non-stop call after call after call, and then we'd realise, oh my goodness, this video's gone viral. And I'm like, what the hell have I done?
The world is right now rallying behind bullied Brisbane boy Quaden Bayles.
And that video has been viewed millions of times, even garnered support from celebrities, including actor Hugh Jackman.
Quaden, you are stronger than you know, mate.
Over that weekend, when it really did, it hit. Like NRL's ringing, Jonathan Thurston's ringing, Indigenous All-Stars, the whole team is now doing a video message.
We're here to support you, bud. We just want to make sure that you're doing all right and make sure.
All of this attention from community, the support, the media, it was huge. It was huge.
Hey, Quaden. My name is Brad Williams. I'm a dwarf who lives in the United States of America. I just want to let you know that we love you.
The first 24 hours, it was all positive. We were on this high, seeing all of this outpouring of love and support from all over the world.
It was like the talk of our family every day, every hour. We're talking about the crowdfunding. That was such a beautiful gesture. And then it turned really sour.
That's learned behaviour. You are teaching your son how to be a fucking victim. You're a piece of fucking mum. You don't deserve your son.
And then from one extreme to the other, to get death threats where our lives were in danger and we had to seek refuge and travel away from our own home, that was pretty full on.
I got some questions. Are we sure if this is even true? Have we checked the facts?
18-year-old dwarf is going to look the same as a 9-year-old dwarf.
Y'all famous people got scammed by little Shawty right here.
Apparently, Quaden is an 18-year-old man. He's already rich and famous. He's an actor. I coached him to do and say everything in that video, and it was all fake. So, yeah, I just think, wow, really?
I'm not that scam. I'm like, I would be wearing Gucci right now. I'm wearing a Target shirt. It's not even from Target. And these pants are from Rebel, like $20.
Still goes on 4 years later. Like being in a shopping centre, you don't expect people to just come and punch you in the face. And that's happened, unfortunately, on 3 occasions. Just public attacks at South Bank, you know, teenagers just coming up and wanting to start a fight with him.
Just bad vibes, bad feelings. Doesn't make sense. But it's just all hate. If you go out, you see someone different, don't stare. Just, yeah, don't always look back or what's he doing or what has he got on his face or why does he look like that. Just be nice, you know.
Oh, good kick.
I first heard of Quaden when that video came up. It went viral. And like everyone else, I was really struck. It had a big impact on me. I thought, gee, we need a little kid to do something. And I spoke to the wonderful casting agent. I said, well, can you try to find Quaden?
Oh! Just before his 10th birthday, one of the talent scouts just said, you know, George has seen the video and would like to meet Quaden.
Hey, Quaden.
Oh, hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
to see you.
How are you? I didn't know who George Miller was before everything. But he created Happy Feet. And Happy Feet, like, that was one of my favourite movies as a kid. When they do that little foot dance and they go, Yeah, that was funny.
You haven't seen Fury Road, the movie, have you?
I watched it not long ago.
Oh.
It was a bit scary, then cool.
Yeah, I'm sorry if it was a bit scary.
My first meeting with him was, like most meetings during COVID, on Zoom. And his mother, Yarika, basically left the two of us to talk. She wasn't like the showbiz mother watching over him.
My favourite part was they had these sticks that were going over everywhere.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought, hey, he's really got something.
It'd be really great if you could do this, and I'm really happy that you're doing it. And
thank you.
I think it'll be fun.
So, what will you wish for? What is your heart's desire?
The first movie that George got Quaden on was 3,000 Years of Longing with Idris Elba.
I do have a question. What does one do with 3 wishes?
You'll see.
He's a natural. He's never had any acting lessons or coaching. Yeah, he's an entertainer. So me, look at them deadly gold boots. Pause. And his sword's just getting fixed. And here's me. Oh, look out, look out, look out.
I got to experience the acting culture because when I was a kid, all the stuff behind the scenes looked real, but it ain't real. It's all green screens, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, 10 out of 10, yeah, it was great, really great.
And then we were preparing Furiosa, the prequel to Mad Max Fury Road. Having seen what he was able to do under pressure in 3,000 Years, I thought he'd be exactly right for this part.
Oh, that's great.
A character we call the War Pup.
Put some across your ear like you got a bat.
The War Pup is a freaky little fella and one of a kind.
I 7 Alpha Take 8 Tail and 8 running.
One of the best lines was when I had to say, "The mummy knockers now." I was one of the main extras in you get your own little trailer. Come knocking on your door, all right, you ready, come on now. And I get all of my costumes, they say action. But yeah, that's really cool to have your own team with you.
It's got to be lettuce and cabbages and all that sort of stuff, okay? So it might be a bit uneven underfoot, but I'll be there.
The way that they explained and took extra time, because Quaden is hearing impaired, they were very accommodating to make sure that he wasn't lacking in any way or feeling like he wasn't supported. You couldn't have asked for a better set to be on. 1, 2, 3.
George Miller's a cool guy, man. I could just trust him.
Paparazzi now, you're getting used to this, aren't you?
Probably just stay with him for my acting career. But he's the best, the best for me. Best producer, best everything.
I'm TJ.
I'm Quaden.
And I'm Tyler. Welcome to Redfern.
When we get older, we should just buy our own apartment in Redfern and just kick it. Even I know I live in Brisbane, I would rather live in Redfern than Brisbane. That's how much of a safe place this feels.
After that video went viral, obviously school caused a lot of anxiety, so Quaden was homeschooled for those 2 years following. And we go to Redfern every holiday. We're always back and forth. Redfern's where it all began for my family. We go back 9 generations.
Yo! There's nothing else that can beat Redfern. It doesn't matter where you're from, just you're one. You're nice people, you don't disrespect, yeah.
And he just got so comfortable and he's like, I don't want to leave, Mum, why can't I live here? Which is hard for me because I don't want to live there. And then we found a little flexor school in Brisbane. There's a very diverse group of students in the school. He hasn't had a negative experience at the school, and this is his 2nd year now, so grade 8, getting good reports. He's got a good little group of friends that he hangs out with, and yeah, it's been answered prayer.
I feel good that I can go to a school and just nothing happening. a lot of good mates, you know, like a lot of good people there to support me, you know.
I love having mum and dad around.
His father and his siblings were all living in Sydney, and now his father and his older brother live here, and we make it work. We co-parent, and it's what's best for our son.
It's made me so feel much better in that.
Yeah.
And it's working well, so far so good.
It means a lot to me. I'm happy that they both live with me, you know, like it's been great for me to have them here. Like, yeah, it made everything cool and better.
Over that one viral video, it's brought a family back together, and that's all Quaden ever wanted.
Do I wear white or my black one?
Are you going for the messy look?
No.
Oh, I better take a photo for Dad. You need to get your private jet next.
Nah, private yacht.
Yeah, that's... His public profile is very important to him, and he wants to be independent. So he already told us, let him do his thing.
We're at the Mad Max Furiosa premiere, and it's really exciting for me to be here. Do you love acting? It's one of my first jobs in my whole career, and I think acting's been my job.
You really do?
And I love acting. I was honoured to be here. I was really grateful to be in a movie like Mad Max. I want to show my culture that if you're black, you can make it. I'm a proud Aboriginal young boy and I'm making it.
When you've got Chris Hemsworth, Anya Taylor-Joy, Charlie Fraser, CJ Bloomfield, like all of these amazing people, and here's my 13-year-old son in the middle of that stage, I was like, wow, whoever would have thought.
I didn't think at movies you would have after parties, like Mad Max did. I really wanted to stay longer, but yeah, my auntie and my mum wanted to go home. Just probably, I think that's the feeling of being old and want to go home and relax and go to sleep.
Good to see you again, George.
Yeah, you're again. How are you?
I said goodbye to he and his mum. He said, thanks. He said, you're cool. And it blew me away. I've had, you know, I've been lucky enough to have compliments from actors, but that was the one that stuck in the memory. He's got a career ahead of him. He's somebody who I'd work with if a role was available at any time.
For George to be able to, you know, connect with him the way that he did, that wouldn't have happened if he never saw that video and wanted to give, you know, a little Murray boy from Brisbane an opportunity to star in one of the world's biggest movies. Like, so how could we look back at that and think, oh, I wish that never happened?
Hey, I hope you liked the movie.
The bullying, the threats, that's nothing compared to the life that he's living now.
The video changed me a lot, but what changed me the most was the acting. That changed me the most. But I'm always going to be Quaden, and I'm always going to have the same vibe, the same, you know, same me. But when it comes to that industry, I'm a whole different person. I'm ready to act. Put me on. I'm ready right now. One day I'll be a Hollywood star.